Farscape continues has a troll. Yes, which is kind of a flattery for a channel and website. The troll pops up when I mention that it would be Krell to have a return of Farscape. His repeated complaint, and I assume for obvious reasons that he's a he, is that he loves Farscape as it is, and we don't want a return because the age of wokeness will ruin Farscape just like they ruined Star Wars and Star Trek. After a cycle of this guy's whining, I decided to look up what the hezmana he's moaning about. Farscape is so good that it ruined other science fiction for me. So I haven't watched Star Trek since Deep Space Nine, and I haven't watched Star Wars since Jar Jar Binks. Reading what people wrote online whining about wokeness, it seems obvious that the accusation of wokeness is mostly a grievance that a show has strong women and men who feel emotions. And a bit thrown in about, oh my god, there are non-white people. Well, if strong women, emotional men, and a willingness to talk about diversity and inclusion is the sign of wokeness, then Farscape was woke before anyone whined about wokeness. Exhibit A. John Crichton. He's an astronaut, but he's no John Wayne or brooding superhero. If my troll and other whiners don't like emotional men, why on earth would they like Crichton and Farscape? He's an everyman, deeply caring, shows a lot of emotion, is not ashamed of appearing vulnerable.
I could kill more people. Maybe there'll be innocent people. Children, maybe.
And he is probably what the whiners mean by a beta male because...
Oh, you. Do not scare me, Missy. Okay. You scare me a little.
Exhibit B. Officer Aaron Sun. The anti-woke whiners seem to really dislike alpha women, so they should really frelling hate Aaron and Farscape.
I'm gonna go to Scorpius.
Right you are. Don't go!
Aaron, interestingly, initially fits the traditional male hero stereotype, emotionless and incapable of sympathy.
Compassion? What is compassion?
Compassion? You're kidding, right? It's a feeling that you have when you see someone else's pain, and instead of taking advantage of their weakness, you help them.
Oh, I know this feeling.
Yeah, well, it is a fairly common human feeling.
I hate it.
Aaron grows as a person by learning how to be both strong and caring, willing to fight and willing to be compassionate. And yeah, Aaron is an alpha female if there ever was one.
Do you know what I learned while I was away from you? Everything I lost isn't worth a damn. And I don't want to go back to your past.
I order you!
You order me! You will never order me again.
If you look at Crichton and Aaron's relationship, it is pretty woke too. The show spends several episodes showing how Crichton's traditional attitudes about marriage are rather silly. Once they finally get over their respective fears and enter into a full relationship, Aaron and Crichton do it as equal people, and the show deliberately smashes the traditional gender roles.
Wormholes. What's inside my hand? This is ugly, and it is malignant. But it will protect you and the baby.
You see? You don't just protect me. We protect each other.
A strong man is able to accept a woman as an equal. Take that from a man who's been happily married for 19 years. And then there's gender roles. This dynamic of caring men, strong women, and gender equality is constant throughout Farscape. Dargo the warrior loses the tough guy act and gets in touch with his feelings. He is willing to cry in front of others.
My child. All I have left of my wife. Now why is that not enough?
Rigel is, well, Rigel, but even his supreme evidence shows compassion and vulnerability.
I must seek forgiveness from the divine eternal.
I can't help you there, but I can extend my forgiveness.
Heck, Crace, the most stereotypically male character on the show, shows emotion. Even Scorpius is shown to have sentimentality. He cries for the mother he never knew. If strong women is a woke thing, then Farscape is so woke. Not just Aaron. Zan is a priest, not a feminized priestess. A mother figure in some respects, but she is a strong leader.
If I am so needed, and so valued, and so wise, then you will honor my words. You will obey me.
Chiana is young, but no one can doubt her strength and refusal to be pushed around. Jewel whines a lot, but she too grows into a strong woman character.
Your business?
Hiya, Jewel.
Sikozu, as I argued in an earlier video, was a pre-woke critique of the sci-fi tech nerds. Probably some of the same nerds now whining about wokeness in sci-fi. And if showing ethnic diversity is being woke, then here too Farscape is so woke. We have 12 characters who reside on Moya at some point in the original series, and they are of 12 different species. The white human male Crichton is the weakest of the lot. The bastion of racial supremacy, the Peacekeepers, are clearly shown to be the bigoted villains that they are. We see Aaron and Crace reject that way of racist thinking in which they were raised. Oh my god, they must be woke. Plus, Farscape showed a woman who looks like a man, men pretending to be women. Clearly not Rigel's best look, but it kind of worked for Crichton. Even hints of gayness.
What?
Well, lately, I've been thinking about you in a very different way. And I was wondering if you would mind participating with me in a little Luxon bonding ritual. Here's the thing, okay? What we need are some chains.
And that homosexuality is no big deal.
Sex.
Gianna.
Sex does it.
For you.
For everyone. Sex.
With you or with him?
Whatever.
I could go on, because Farscape is chock full of the enlightened attitudes that some people are now condemning as wokeness, and yet, Farscape has a well-deserved reputation for being edgy and creative, not to mention the best science fiction TV show of all time. Maybe being woke isn't so bad.